Well, first for everything. That sounded like shit. Don't say I didn't try for you motherfuckers. I tried. At least I tried better than in the Bruins tonight. Bruins fans! That's an L. That is the first loss that the Bruins have taken in this season. I mean, that happens sometimes. You can't really do that. You can't really put up the amount of production that you did in the first 3 games for the other 79. And I'll give credit where credit is due. The Bruins weren't out of it the entire game, but this was a game that they probably should have won. So let's talk. About that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anyone of any gender. Welcome back to Into the Den, everybody. I am your host, 100 Bex, in a decently newly refurbished dorm room. Someone commented on the last video about the dorm being fucking desolate and looking like a prison cell. So I decided to put up a few. So I decided to move around some posters. Got Bob Ross here. Got a Wanderlust tapestry right here. Give me 1 second. You got Ron Swanson's Pyramid of Greatness, a pyramid that the Bruins are not on tonight. Bruins do not deserve to be anywhere near that pyramid of greatness tonight, because of their performance. First of all, we got to talk. First of all, we got to talk about something that I just did not like from the outset. The fact that Dan Renouf got sent down to the AHL for Anton Strawman to take his place. Now, do I think that Dan Renouf is a good defenseman? No, I don't think Dan Renouf is a game changer on defense. But for what he did in the Florida game, for what it's worth, in the Florida game, he wasn't that bad. He was serviceable. He was all right. Anton Strawman in this game, I would have rather had I would have rather had one of fucking TD Garden's security staff playing defense better. Actually, no, screw TD Garden security. I would have rather gotten security from the Xfinity Center in Mansfield. That's how shit this was, because the security there sucks. Flaming gets the start for this one, and this game actually comes on a little bit of a sentimental note for a good old Captain Boy, because 19 years ago on this day was the day of the first goal that Patrice Bergeron had ever scored in the NHL, and just yesterday he passed Rick Middleton for third all time in Bruins Bruins goals. What a fucking legend. Anyway, first period starts. Shit. It's the people haven't even sat down after O Canada, and the Bruins are already in the hole. 66 seconds, and the Bruins are down 1-0. Holy shit! And then less than 4 minutes later, Brady Tkachuk is just dangling his fucking nuts all over the Bruins, all over the Bruins defense. Swayman can't adjust to fast enough to a pass, and I gotta say, Swayman did not look good in this game. Swayman looked like shit. I love you, Jeremy Swayman. You looked like garbage in this game. You looked awful. Well, we're down 2-0, less than 5 minutes in, and great. Trent Frederick is going to the box for boarding. At least we end up killing that penalty, and then Drake Batherson takes a dumb delay of game penalty. That was honestly really hard to tell, because is it ended up in the bench, which I guess isn't usually a delay of game penalty, but it went over the glass to do it, so that made it a delay of game penalty. Bruins do jack diddly fucking shit with it. I am sorry for swearing so much, everyone. I have had two drinks tonight. I should just anyway. Bruins kind of suck. Bruins kind of weren't really doing that great at getting the puck out of their own end, and which was a theme for the entire night. And it allowed Drake Batherson to shoot to shoot it, and it bounces off Frederick's stick and into the net for to put the Ottawa Senators up 3. Genjutsu. Yeah, it turns out Brady Tkachuk kind of fell over Jeremy Swayman, and it kind of hindered him from getting back, and the refs ruled it enough to be called goaltender interference, even though with how Swayman was playing tonight, it was so easy to see that that even if Brady Tkachuk was just a figment of our imagination and nobody was there, Swayman was not going to get back to that. Swayman was not going to get back to that. So that so you are lucky, Jeremy Swayman, that Brady Tkachuk exists, or else tonight would have been even worse for you. But don't hold your breath too hard, because the Bruins overcommitted so hard. I mean, we had 3 defensemen just trapped in the corner, and it allows for just the widest passing lane for Brady Tkachuk to get to Drake Batherson, and to finally allow Batherson in a goal to put the Sens up 3-0. And I'm just sitting here saying, like, can this team do anything right? Can we do anything? Just one good shift. Thank you, Pastrnak. Thank you, David Pastrnak. Winning a 1-on-1 with the defense and trying to do a wraparound. It sort of deflects off Anton Forsberg's skate kind of, and right over to Jake DeBrusk, and who is it? Pastrnak kind of gets back onto it gets back to around the faceoff circle to shoot it. It bounces off of Forsberg, and Patrice Bergeron is right there to claim sole ownership of 3rd all time in Bruins goal scorer. Artem Zub takes a tripping penalty with like 41 seconds left in the period, and after that takes us to the end of the first, which means there's about 1:19 left on the clock for next period's power from next period to for the power play to bleed in, and after a flurry of shots, it's on that power play. Krejci goes top shelf on just an errant deflection off of Bergeron shot, and it bounced off the middle post, so it bounces in, and so it shoots in and bounces out, but it still counts as a goal. Sweet, we're at 3-2, and less than 3 minutes later, I mean, first of all, I gotta talk about Jack Edwards being pissed about a no call on Drake Batherson cross-checking in Connor Clifton. That was just hilarious. He was like, and they're not gonna call that. Just amazing. I love Jack Edwards. He's such a homer. He's such a homer. Get over it. Get over it. You know you want an announcer like Jack Edwards. You're just jealous that the Bruins have Jack Edwards and you don't. Anyway, AJ Greer ends up tying the game at 3. Holy crap, AJ Greer, 4 games into the season, has already tied his career highest in goals. The Connor Clifton ends up fighting Parker Kelly. I have a whole list of notes. I'm sorry. The Bruins end up playing way too far up, allowing Matthew Joseph and Shane Pinto a 2-on-1, and for which Shane Pinto finishes it off. It's 4-3. By now we're all thinking like, yeah, Swayman's done for the night after this. But no, he's not. He's not. That comes after the 5th. That comes in the 3rd period after Drake Batherson just shoves Jacob Zaboral. It is so hard to keep that straight. The fact that he anglicized his name. It's not Jakob, it's Jacob. God damn it. Anyway, Jacob Zaboral, he just shoves Jacob Zaboral into the corner. Who's gonna defend him? Anton Strawman? No. Anton Strawman isn't gonna do crap. He's 36 years old. I don't know why we gave him a PTO contract. He's gonna do nothing. Not a damn thing. We should have let Jack Ashawn come up. We should have let Jack Ashawn come up. And it allows the Sens to score again. And not long afterwards, Anton Strawman just gives the puck to Travis Hamonic, and Kastelik ends up scoring in like a second later, to put the Sens up 6-3. Just okay. Now that I've got that out of my system. The 4th line ends up getting a 3-on-2 for the Bruins. And Foligno, Lauko ends up getting a beautiful shot on goal that it's deflected. And Foligno is right there to score, to put the game at 6-4. And he has already tied his goal total from last year. Remember, last year, he only had 2 goals in 64 games. He's at 2 goals. We're 4 games in. Where was this last year? Nick. Anyway, Josh Norris and David Krejci end up getting matching minors for roughing each other after a face-off with like 21 seconds left. And with 7 seconds later, DeBrusk just diagonal back checks it to Pasternak off a face-off, and it allows, and Pasta just has daylight ahead of him to score at 6-5 Bruins. That takes us to the end of the 2nd period. We are at 11 goals in this game, and we're not even and we're only 2/3 of the way through. Anyway, we go into the 3rd period. Both teams end up clearing the rest of their penalties. Swayman has been taken out for Ullmark. And then at one point, David Pasternak ends up getting 2 minutes penalty for embellishment, and Travis Hamonic goes for hooking. And before play even resumes, for 2 minutes of a 4-on-4 for Hamonic's hooking and Pasternak's embellishment, somebody throws their freaking Sens jersey on the ice. Like, great, you stopped play for like 2 minutes. It's not like you've just wasted $200 on that shit. And like, it's not even that you're a bad team. You have Brady Tkachuk, you have Drake Batherson, you have Tyler Mott, who's a serviceable third liner. I'm sorry that I'm kind of going out of order. You have who is it? Claude Giroux, Alex freaking DeBrincat. The dude scored 40 goals last season. I mean, Artem Zub is a fantastic defensive prospect. Like, you guys have a good roster. Like, this may be the best roster the Sens have had since the Eastern Conference Finals run. This may be the best. This may be the best roster that the Sens have had since Erik Karlsson left. And you're gonna throw your jersey on the ice, and it's not even like the Sens are. It's not even like it's not even like you're throwing away one game's worth of money on that. No, Sens games are still really cheap. You can get Sens tickets for like $40 or something like that. What the hell? What is wrong with you? Stop blowing your money. If you're gonna blow your money like this, just freaking gamble or invest in NFTs. It shows that you care about your money just as much. Anyway, both teams are on a 4-on-4. Mike Riley, what the hell are you doing? You just let Brady Tkachuk bully you out of the puck, and now he's going to the net. Oh my!
He hit the fucking post.
Anyway, with like 5 seconds left, Artem Zub ends up pretty much doing the equivalent of throwing up a brick on the backboard, jumping up, grabbing the rebound, and slam dunking. You ever seen that? Well, that's basically what happened. Because Artem Zub shoots it. Connor Clifton is supposed to have that assignment, but he just completely whiffs, just dives onto the ground, and Zub and it sort of trips up Artem Zub, but not enough, and Zub ends up getting the backhand shot. It's final 5. Bruins pull Ullmark. We can't do anything. Bergeron ends up going for interference. What a fantastic end of the night. And we lose 7-5. Now, do I think that we lost to a good team? Yes. Am I allowed to be disappointed that we lost to a good team? Also, yes. Even though we're still missing like a good chunk of our roster. But that doesn't mean that we need to do this. And also, I'm not gonna lie, this was the most boring 12-goal game ever. Like, it might have been the fact that I'm drunk right now, but that was the most boring. Those are the most boring 12 goals ever. It was like, if you're gonna have 12 goals like that, just make it like evenly spaced. Don't dump them all in like a span of 5 minutes for me to be like, oh my god, what the hell has happened? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's just keep it interesting. So we got the Ducks on Thursday. Great. We're gonna see. We're gonna get Trevor Zegras just absolutely dangling the hell out of us because we don't know how to play. Because we're so accustomed to playing hard-nosed defense that we don't know how to play against actual technical ability. Great. I'm probably being too pessimistic. We're probably going to be fine. The Ducks are the Ducks are a paper tiger. The Ducks are a paper tiger, but that's beside the point. I can't really say that the Ducks are too bad because we just lost to the Sens. And that's not an indictment on the Sens roster. That's an indictment on us for not it being the better team tonight, especially because Ottawa's roster is still better than you expect. But anyway, I think that is it for tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like, click subscribe if you really like. Down below is my TikTok and my Twitch.tv at twitch.tv /100_Bex. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.